This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids.
Alright, okay. I guess I should start with my intro. What up, everybody? This your boy Blak Magus, and funny how I'm always ready to do that as soon as I start the camera. Anyway, I do that too for school projects, by the way. Sometimes we have to record stuff for school, and everything in me wants to say that intro. Don't ask me why. So I said I was going to try to do a personal update, and apologies for not having the lights, camera, action with all the full green screen thing. It's weird that the green screen is actually up at this moment. It's been up since I recorded the last podcast. By the way, check out The Reason We're Born, new podcast. We discuss impeachment. Got to throw a plug in. Got to keep consistent with pushing content, right? If you want to be a content creator, you got to push your content. All right, let's stop avoiding the issue. So I was gonna give a little bit of personal update. And it's funny because somebody told me you don't really owe us something like that, and I wasn't necessarily doing it because I feel like I owe people an explanation. But lately, and it's been a couple of weeks since I've had my therapy sessions. I need to actually address that. But one of the things that I was told in therapy was to kind of try to express things a little bit more. Mainly in writing, but I do enjoy doing the vlogs anyway, so that helps. I actually have a physical journal. I have some journal stuff that I've done on the computer. I've actually did some recorded voice journals as well, just to try to keep myself a little bit just kind of keep myself sane. So I mentioned this before about how I'm having these crazy financial issues, and things are coming to a big head where I'm still behind on rent. In fact, I owe my rental office $500 at this point, by Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't know. And then I have to pay on rent for October. So it's wild. So what happened was, that's been happening for a long time, to be quite honest. It's part of the reason, as I've said before, for those who don't know, why I'm not as consistent as I ever been with the content creating, because last few years have been a really big struggle trying to recover from being let go of my job back in 2014, and then dealing with my sister's health, my mom's terminal illness that took her life back then, trying to reestablish myself, try to clear credit debt and stuff like that. In 2015 it got a little better, found a job that I could work and help pay some of the stuff. Wasn't able to get health care, which came back to haunt me, but I couldn't afford it. A lot of us can't afford health care, let's be honest. This country, the way things are laid out, people can't afford to take care of themselves properly. You have to make sacrifices, and so I sacrificed that, and just was bouncing back and forth, trying to stay doing this stuff, the extra life stuff, just trying to remain some semblance of normalcy for me and pursue some dreams. Of course, things would come up and happen, and being the type of person I am, sometimes my anxiety, my self-esteem, when I get dealt a blow, I kind of draw back into myself, and I just kind of panic. I lose it. Right now, I am fighting the hell out of anxiety. I want to probably hyperventilate like shit, to be quite honest. And just trying to cope with everything. Just trying to keep going, push things forward, making more mistakes, adding more potential debt, just to survive. And now things are just at the point now where it's like I said, behind in rent, got medical bills haunting me. A past debt that I thought I paid off was not paid off by the debt consolidation company that I had contracted to do so, and they are not trying to help me, and the other company is not trying to negotiate, so they're taking money out of my paycheck, which is causing an even like worse scenario. Um, and making it hard to meet ends. Like, I'm behind on everything. I'm just fucking in a ridiculous state, and it's like I'm trying to do the content thing because it helps me feel better. It really does help me feel better to do these videos, to discuss these topics and things like that. But that's time that I gotta try to figure out how to like fix my personal problems. But it's like I don't want to just be just fixated on my personal problems. I want to do something that I love. So like I try to make choices that'll help, and things get worse. Just like with the living situation, reached out to family. And there's some people who can't help me immediately, who might be able to help, but at the same time, they've helped so much. So my personality makeup, like most of us, I hate to keep burdening people with stuff. Um, and I just worry like at the reaction, because I actually reached out to a family member to like find some place to stay. They're not even staying in their home no more, but they denied me because of, I don't know. That's an even more weighted, deep subject that I'm not even going to get to. But sometimes you have family members that, for no reason at all, just don't care to be involved or helpful, no matter how close the relationship is or should be. But it happens, and all my options have been drying up, and I'm just seeking new things. Like tomorrow, I have to go figure out how to keep my tags from being fucked up because I missed an inspection and I don't have the money to pay for it at the moment. So I have to, but I had to pay a ton of money to get the car fixed, because in order to get a waiver, I had to at least invest a certain amount of money into the repair. So now I gotta go talk to them, see if that'll avoid any fines and fees, and just let me breathe a little bit longer till I can take care of that. It's just a mountain of situations. Like I knock off one thing, another thing arises. And it's just been frustrating. It's just been tiring. It's been scary. It's very scary right now. Like I've never been in a position where I could be evicted. I've lived here for a quarter of my life, and never really had any problems until now. And of course, they have new management, and they're not necessarily as friendly as the older management. So they're being harsh on me, harassing me, which they should. It's a business. I signed a lease. I'm obligated to do that. So I'm not really mad at them, but at the same time, when you're going through a lot of things, you would at least like someone to give you a break. And I'm not really catching much of a break anywhere. And it's just like with the car repair, I had to do it, but that's just more debt that I can't handle. And it's just like, oh my God, things are fucking wild. I've even like tried to resurrect my GoFundMe page, which is sad. I had a GoFundMe page for medical expenses. And thank you to those who donated to that. That was really, really sweet of you guys. But it's just like I'm trying everything. Maybe I'm not trying enough. Sometimes I don't think I'm trying enough. Like right now, with all this going on, it's hard to think too, so that don't help. But I've always been kind of a hesitant person, fearful, because things generally don't work out for the best for me. And being someone who doesn't have great self-esteem, on top of having things come at you like this, it doesn't help. And I'm just trying to balance everything, mentally, physically, trying to maintain my health, although I haven't been eating that well lately because I can't really afford to. One of the reasons why we have a lot of health problems in this country is because, again, finances. In order to survive, you have to eat. Cheap stuff isn't necessarily healthy for you. So, just trying to do that, and just a lot of stuff. And thank you for coming through the streams, by the way, if I haven't said this. Because I've been trying to stream just to kind of give myself a little bit of break. It's like, again, it's something I love. It's something I'm passionate about. Something I really, really would like to do, the podcasting and all that permanently. But I can't wrap my mind around it. And I can't wrap my mind around my schoolwork. I can't wrap my mind around the fact that I owe the school, as well as I owe medical bills, as well as I owe my rental office, as well as I owe utilities, as well as I have to get my car inspected and pay fines. I have to take care of something. There's a recall on my car that I gotta take care of. In fact, shit. It's just like a lot hitting me at once, and I just feel really, really close in. Like, and people are trying to help me. It's not like no one's not trying to help. There are a lot of people reaching out and at least trying what they can. And it doesn't matter what it is, be it financially, be it emotionally, all that, spiritually. Like, people have been trying to do their best to help me out. And I'm trying. Although sometimes I feel like I'm not trying. I don't know. I'm just exhausted. Like, I'm so all over the place, as you can see with this video, that just exhausting. I just would like to find some answers, and partially waiting on a miracle, I guess, because I really don't know what to do. So that's why I've been the way I've been. It's why it's easy for me to like stream stuff like MLB, because it's quick. It makes you focus your brain, especially with the hitting, and it kind of relieves me of some of the stuff, the burdens that I'm going through. It's just wild. It's just wild. But I just wanted to put that out there. Again, sorry for the gloom and doom of this video, but it's just really what's going on. But I'm trying to keep faith. I really am. Things will work out. They'll work out the way they're supposed to work out. That's the thing about life. Things happen for a reason. You may never know why, but there is a reason for this stuff to be happening. And, perhaps it'll make me a better person in the end. Perhaps I need to be, like, I don't know, homeless or without things. I don't. If that's what the universe wants, I don't. Not that I'm not gonna fight it, but sometimes I'm losing train of thought here, because like, this is the mental gymnastics that I go through. This is why the canceling definitely has helped, because so many questions, so many doubts, so many worries go through my head, and I'm just trying to all figure it out right now. But you guys have been great. I really, really appreciate everything that you've done for me. Hopefully we can get back on track and build better momentum. And then one final thing. God bless everybody, like, seriously, because there's a lot of people going through a struggle. Hell, I would love to live in a world where we don't have to worry like this. Like, all the stuff that's going on with the immigration, the hurricanes causing devastation. I think that's one. It's funny because that's one of the things that bothers me the most about my situation. That I'm not in a position to help people the way I would want to, because you guys, you know how I do with the extra life and stuff. Like, I just want to be in a position where I can help not just myself but others, and it's frustrating that I can't even take care of myself right now, and then I see people around me going through things and I can't at least help them. it's just wild. But you guys have been very, very helpful. I appreciate you tremendously. Like, I do. Whatever happens, I've enjoyed my time doing what I do. I just hopefully will get the peace that I want and need, and hopefully all of you can get that. Like, all I want is for people to be well. I'm hoping that everybody that I care about ends up in a better place. I'm hoping that you guys are in a good place. And if you're not, that you get into a better place. I'm just hoping for us all right now. But yeah, thank you. Seriously, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for putting up with bullshit videos like this and all of that. You guys are tremendous. But I think I'm going to stop now because I'm starting to spiral into a weird ramble, I think. So let's do the outro, Michael. With that said, as always, you guys, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. It's your boy Blak, Magus, and I'm out. Deuces.